Hello everyone, Tiniestofchibis here, and we are back with Genshin Impact. So, I went to the House of Deimos or whatever, trying to find it, only to realize I have it, and it took me a while to remember, oh yeah, I have to go to the archive to actually check. So there's 3 volumes in the book, so I already have it, so I probably got whatever achievement it was. So, um, if you want to take a minute to pause and read all this, because it is a lot, I would suggest probably doing so. Cat, can you not? I just it's a bit much to try and read it. Um, this is volume 2. Can you not seriously, can you not? Sorry, I did not realize you guys were buried underneath my cat, who has decided that she was going to just be on top of me. I also don't know how well you guys were hearing me for like maybe the last episode and this episode, but whatever. Can you not do that? Anyway, so yeah, volume 2, pause it, whatever. And this is the last bit. Again, probably best if you pause it. Supposedly there are some changes with it, but this is basically going to be the original of it and whatnot. You know, you really do bother me. Materials. Can you not? I know a few things will change because they do talk about. Also, I was saying Castanale, but that's Nadia. Nadia. Nahida. God, words. It's Rukadavaka. Or how the fuck you pronounce her name. What is up with you and always smelling my armpits, Cat? Like, serious. Like, that's not fucking cool. And it's weird. You know that, right? You're fucking weird. It's one of these that... Here it is. Yeah, this one talks about Rukadavaka. So that's the Freezer Secrets. Using the protection of Lord Rukadavaka. That one mentions it. This one doesn't mention her. Does this one mention her? If I hit check, would it make it bigger? No, it doesn't. Okay. And then Parisadas. Is that... Don't I have Parisada? Did they change the name of the Parisada? Weird. Weird. Oh, there it is. I wonder why they separate the things. Kind of getting it. Does this talk about? No, it doesn't. There's a few things it says that changes its name based on, like, you know. Oh, which reminds me, I probably need more of those so that way I can be prepared. Is it one of these things that changed its names? Alrighty. Oh, I got an achievement. I mean, I knew I got an achievement, but that's the one thing I hate about Sumeru is so fucking big. Unnecessarily big. I don't know why. Your sister's right there. Why can't you be like your sister and lay down on the floor? Instead I have to put you in a headlock. Put my cat in the headlock because I can and I want to. Gentlemen. Oh. I thought it said found. I was like, what did we find?
Ah, they're here.
Huh? What are they doing here?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Working.
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into her head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious!
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with, Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Yes, I do.
Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
We're recording.
You
Did you
want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes, Paimon.
Yes,
Paimon is still really worried.
I
Paimon?
understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine
Ready.
this.
Oh.
We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements.
Okay.
Now, open your eyes. Here,
What's this?
read it out loud.
That's alright. I'm sorry. You don't quite understand the purpose of this recording. You still fall.
It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
I'm fine.
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this?
Ow.
Paimon doesn't get it.
Ow.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool? A machine?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
The things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
What time did I start this? I think I remember the fucking
Small projects?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
I wonder if I'm gonna be right. Because I was telling my friend that I had this theory. Because if we're having the masquerade event, if it's gonna start next month, if I don't think it's going to last all the way until October, or like until Halloween. So I'm thinking what's gonna end up happening is that while we do get the rerun for October for Halloween.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Al-Haytham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Al-Haytham for suggestions. Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler,
I mean,
Paimon,
it's clearly a desert.
this is also something you should know. Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Rebot guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait, how can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done.
Honestly, that is the right route we're going for. That's the only route If they did come as a big group, like they draw attention. Unless they send in small bits, like here and there, but that would take too long. Or unless, they're able to sneak their way in, but that could also draw attention. But that's also going to take a while, because then they're going to have to regroup. And once they regroup, again, they're a big group, which draws attention. So this is probably the slickest way to get through, is pretend fucking Trojan horse your way through.
He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
If there's no other way.
I knew you would say that.
I'm gonna add some more water to this.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
We should respect determination.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety.
Is this you?
Since you and I both
It ain't me.
recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendroarchon and those of King Deshret. Everyone's life is equally important.
Actually, come here, cat.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there.
Gotta do work. Gotta do work. What did I sit on? I was gonna go and grab my cat and force, like, I don't have cat neck clappers, but I was gonna at least chip the bit.
What's the hurry?
I need to set myself on fire. Oh, can I just kind of go through? There it is. Woo! Dump.
Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain El Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain al Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible, and treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Immediately does not mean slowly walk.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General
Learn to fucking keep your
Mahamatra?
mouth shut.
Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
Because?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
Is that so? I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped by the past.
Paimon's so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Paimon's just stupid. Paimon can't do shit.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
I will insult her until I feel... Because I can.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here.
I'm the security officer of the Great Red Sand District. My name is Luxembarbo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. She will be working with me. The construct next to her is for her work.
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
What time? I was like 50 something when I...
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
Alrighty. So... Two days. Just petting my cat. I really do love my cats, even when they're being pain in the asses. I don't know why. They can be such buttheads, and yet I still love them. When they're getting my goddamn nerves. It's like... they're absolutely adorable. God, I hate this. Somebody just fucking drew fucking according to the fucking things, they didn't draw them, but like they drew on top of it, but like they took the picture of a minions and then drew on top of that. And like, and I'm like, why would you do that? It's fucking
I didn't know you were such a slack.
It's time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the desert!
Alright, gentlemen. Hey, can you like not do that? Ugh, I gotta walk. God, why do they always make me fucking walk? That's the one thing I don't like about fucking Sumeru. It's so big. It's too big. It's like, blah. It's like, I don't want to fucking walk places. It's just what I'm grateful for, to have teleporters, man. But it's just a bitch and a half. Footprints? Interesting. I guess so you can follow them.
Look! Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
You know what I just
Who are
thought
you
of something?
supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
You know what I just realized?
Nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Here we go.
That's what I fucking
Time for takeoff. No one escapes my sights.
Hello, gentlemen.
Order guide you.
Cool it! Ha! Ha! Oh, so sorry. Freeze! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Hello,
Dodge
my
this!
guy. You need to fall. Look, you come, lady.
Ha! Freeze!
Solidify!
Ha! Ah!
Yahoo!
Cool it! Ha! 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 Ah! Ah!
Cool.
It's over.
Ah!
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
Ah, you pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Jeshred will curse you, and you will all!
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia as instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask for me.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes, things went perfectly.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Rahman there sure looked convincing enough.
Because it was.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get everyone into Sumeru City safely.
Thank you, Sina.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. I believe Dia should already be waiting for you. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with us?
I'm not.
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows I won't make jokes about things like this. If we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
Ooh, fuck. I just...
Freeze! Dodge this!
How is that? You didn't die along with your friend, but whatever. Anyway. Zoom, zoom, zoom. How go boom. What? Oh shit, you know what? My dear, stop it. I'm gonna get your nails. Don't you think I won't? Because it's you who are being a nutsia. Ow. Ow. Like, okay, so I had made a response because, like, I kept trying to buy, like, the bundle for, it's like the Child and Lumine ship. Like, it's like their wedding thing. I think I've talked about it before. And it's really cute, and I really wanted it. Problem was, it wasn't letting me, and I had to wait for this paycheck to do it. So I was kind of bummed, because, like, every time I would try to purchase it, like, the screen would go black for some reason, and it just would be blank or whatever, and it wasn't letting me. So I was kind of, like, already settled to the fact that I was like, you know what, I'm probably not going to get it, because if it's not going to let me, I'll take that as a sign. And so I was like, ah, it's going to be fine, you know, whatever. And, well, lo and behold, I just got a message right now from, I guess, the person who's running the Tumblr, and they were like telling me, like, oh, hey, you know, just DM me and tell us the bundle you were working for, and then we'll send you the PayPal invoice. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that would both be good for me, because then I would get to be able to buy it, but at the same time, I'm like, I really shouldn't be spending the money. Because I'm like, well...
What's the hurry? Ha!
It's kind of like one of those damn CDs I don't, but I really do want it. I don't necessarily need it. That's not a necessary thing that I do. But it is something I really awfully want.
Add Astra.
Okay, so I can't claim rewards yet. Not quite yet. Alright.
It's called being a freelancer. What's the hurry?
I'm kind of like, do I go and message up? Because I really do want it. Because, like, Child and Lumine are like my third favorite ship. Unless somebody's gonna do a fucking Amber and Kaya Zine, or, you know, someone's going to do a reinventing one that I managed to catch before, you know, it goes away or whatever. I don't think, you know, I just want to see if there's anything I can buy here. Just one thing. Cool. So I'm kind of like in that weird kind of like, why does it keep saying there's something here? Oh shit, you know what I just realized? I probably should end this episode and then yeah, I'll end this episode. I'm probably gonna talk to Catherine and all that jazz. And then we'll continue this. We'll start the next part. And so it's not like I'll have any issues and I can text or do whatever with the
Thank you for completing today.
Thank you. I don't know, like... I don't know how I feel. Because I would love Navia, but she doesn't fit with any aesthetics that I have. Like, I mean, her aesthetics fit, but like, her playstyle wouldn't really work for me. But I do like her aesthetics. Like, I like her aesthetically. Because she, like, matches my vibes. Like a steampunk. It's, well, Victorian era steampunk. And it's black and yellow / black and gold, which happen to be my favorite color. So it's like, right there. And then she shoots guns, which is pretty fucking neat. And you know what? I think she also gives me an advantage in we'll just we're just pulling because I feel like she... Okay, let's go. Do I get Navia? If I don't get Navia, I'll be very upset.
Nice to meet you. I am Navia, the esteemed president, leader, commander-in-chief, executive director, and boss of Spina di Rosula. You strike me as somebody special, a person of character. Something tells me that this is the beginning of a long partnership between us. Perhaps even as long as all the titles in front of my name.
She talks a lot. Anyway. Like, a part of me was kind of hoping I didn't get it, but I really do. I am really happy that I got her. Because, like I said, she matches my aesthetics. I don't think she works with any of my shit. But if I'm not mistaken... Wait, why am I gonna go the fucking long way when I can just fucking do this shortcut? Oh, should probably deal with her shit first. Oh, oh shit, wrong one. There she is. Okay. Talents. Yeah. So I can put her, like, in the Fontaine region, and it's the whole 20 thing, so that's pretty good for me, because I'll probably change somebody else. And look at her. Look how cute she is. And look at, like, fucking, she's fucking my aesthetics. I fucking love her. I forgot what her shit was. Increase damage dealt by target. What are we looking for? Let's hope Navia's normal retires for a plan to be converted to Geo. So I believe it's attack that I have to work with for her. Okay. So I might have some shit because attack is not what I normally go for. Attack percentage and attack. Okay. Hold up. Oh, HP? Interesting. Recommended sets. I do not have that one, I know that. Gladiator, I definitely have of that. So we're going for Is that what it's gonna be? It's what it recommends, but I'm not gonna do that shit. I think tag percentage. That does have a thing. Ow. I don't know why my cat is being a bitch. You know what? I think the whole... I don't really like that one. I'll go with this one just because it's gambler. That's scholar. What set do I have on her again? I know gambler being one of them. No, that's an instructor brooch. Hold up. Okay, so which ones did it say? I don't have this one, which is what it recommends. So we'll do what I can. Instructor. Navia, where do I have you on this one? Okay, so I have gambler there. I like how I'm just fucking instructor and gambler. This one's good, guess. I am just fucking around, aren't I? You see, I don't know what I'm doing. I pretend I know what I'm doing, but I do not. Do not be fooled. I don't know what I am doing. Okay, so I was like, what the fuck? Why is that? Like how my brain died for like a minute there. That scholar. Okay, so what is this? It's not the best option for me. I I think I need to work on getting more, fucking crap here. But I think that'll be something I have to do later on. Cat, what are you doing? Once that is like yeah, I really need to work on fucking organizing my shit. Can you like... Oh shit, I need a weapon for her. Can you like get off me? You're like in my view and I cannot see the fucking blades behind you. This one looks good with her. It's got the good color scheme. This one's okay too. But I think I'll go with this one. It matches her aesthetic more. So it would be nice if I got her weapon. Alrighty. Oh shit! I got distracted. Anyway, Tiniestofchibis is signing out.